You walked out of a cafe with premium beans roasted this morning. You rush home, grind them up, and pour your boiling water. But instead of getting that rich, cafe-quality cup you paid for, the result is thin, harsh, and overwhelmingly sour. This frustration stems from our habit of treating coffee like a loaf of bread or a bunch of produce, assuming that the closer we are to the oven or the harvest, the better the quality. Hunting for the absolute newest roast date is a misconception that actively ruins the flavor of specialty beans. The very state of being fresh creates the exact physical obstacle that prevents your water from brewing the coffee correctly. To fix your morning brew, you have to look past standard marketing and focus on the actual physical reality of the coffee bean. The origin of this problem begins here, inside the commercial roastery. The extreme heat required to trigger chemical transformations and build complex flavor profiles also generates a significant chemical byproduct. Specifically, as the coffee browns, it produces carbon dioxide in extreme quantities. This CO2 becomes tightly packed deep inside the microscopic, honeycomb-like cellular structure of the roasted bean. Immediately after roasting, a coffee bean acts as a highly pressurized vessel of trapped gas, far from its ideal state for brewing. Take those pressurized beans back into your kitchen, grind them up, and hit them with boiling water. That heat causes the trapped carbon dioxide to violently rush out at once, creating the bubbling reaction we call the coffee bloom. This escaping gas creates a microscopic force field around the coffee grounds, physically pushing back and deflecting your brew water. Because the water is repelled, it can't penetrate the interior of the grounds to dissolve the sweet sugars or delicate flavor compounds you paid for. This leaves you with a mug full of wild channeling, sharp acidity, and almost zero aroma. Even the massive layer of crema on day one espresso indicates trapped flavor, resulting in harsh, bitter foam, regardless of how impressive it looks. To bypass this force field, your only real tool is patience. We have to give the coffee time to degas. The resting window is a matter of physics, dictated by the physical density of the bean and its specific roast level. This chart shows the necessary wait times. Dark roasts only require 1 to 5 days because the extended time in the roaster heavily breaks down the bean, creating a porous structure that lets gas escape quickly. Medium roasts require slightly more patience, about 5 to 7 days, due to their stronger structural integrity. But light roasts remain remarkably dense, trapping gas so tightly that you may need to wait 10 days to a full month before the beans reach their flavor peak. Respecting these specific density timelines eliminates that gaseous force field, allowing the water to extract the sweetness and clarity that defines specialty coffee. The roast date on your bag marks the beginning of the degassing process, rather than a deadline for freshness. As the final step in the coffee-making process, your patience determines whether the water can access the sweetness and clarity inside. Have you ever spent premium money on a bag of fresh coffee, only to realize it tasted better 2 weeks later? Let us know your experience in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can avoid common coffee marketing traps. Next up, we are looking at the chemistry of coffee flavor and why your nose is actually responsible for everything you think you're tasting. See you there.